What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the...
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. This quarterback part of their running game. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last, looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. On the option. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. to 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Hawkeyes heading quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm.
The ball scores free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got knocked out.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Peoples. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown! Defense putting points on the board.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to throw. It's Baker. Right on the money. Lowers those pads. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Power football with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Pulled down for the tackle. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. And the Buckeyes get enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. Now when they're nowhere to go with it after he caught the football, you start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Touchdown, Ohio State! Special teams proving to be special. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Inside the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the single back. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Keeps looking downfield. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's St. Clair. Trying to barrel in.
big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Going with the counter play here. Got the first down and more. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing the 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by a field goal.
There he goes. Now after that run, they're shape at the 30-yard line. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the back. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finding open areas. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Makes the catch. It's Lopez. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Jukes his way for more. Breaks into the open. Oh, another great move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Safe completion on the screen. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Wants to throw it. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Unloads it left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll leave it with the lone back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Smith. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Chopped out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The toss to the right. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bop.
Dialed up it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second guess yourself. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Baker. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry up.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game, they're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he dropped it. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a jump play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding a situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Baker. Sets up the screen. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Galloway. Snowed under by the defense. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quick spin on the run. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit.
Number 42, on to kick it away.
Kick is in the air. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's incomplete,